Hello YouTube and welcome to this video. In today's video I'm gonna actually make a new tutorial on MC Server Soft, because I saw the last video did like amazing and now there has been a new update, so I thought that I could do one more for the changes that have been made. For example, in the last one I couldn't figure out why I couldn't have more servers running at the same time. That's because now they have added unlimited instances, so unlimited servers as long as your PC can host them. And we also had a person on Discord who asked for help to the new version of it. So when you boot it up, it looks like this, and I will just create a new server with, you can choose whatever, and well, I'm just gonna use Spigot because that's the easiest thing. And I have, if you just take up my task manager here, as you can see in memory, I have 12 gigabytes down up here, sorry. You can see 12 gigabytes, and I'm only using 4 at the moment, so 1 gigabyte is 1024 megabytes. So if we want to do 2 gigabytes, it would mean that we need to multiply that number by 2, so it needs to be 2048. And the default Minecraft port, I'm gonna choose another one because I know this is occupied on my home network, so I wouldn't be able to join. And I need to accept down here, so I'm just gonna change it to something that would work. Like this, I think. Yeah, this is not. I'm gonna remove the server afterwards, but. Okay, so the server name is just gonna be test. Oh, caps lock. And as you can see, where it's gonna go into that folder. And this is the minimum starting RAM, so it will always start with approximately 1/4 of a gigabyte of RAM. So it will always be ready for a new player to join. So, and the max is just in here, but when it says like these square brackets and then RAM in all capital and square bracket again, it means that it's just gonna take this up here. So you don't actually have to worry about this as long as you just set this correctly up here. So let's just press next and then set up a directory for, or update the tool. I'm just gonna do this and download the server link for the following source, and then just gonna go to get bucket, and then take I'm doing go over here on my other screen. So I'm just gonna take the newest one and then download the jar file. Yes, and then press next and then select file. As you can see here, I have a lot of stuff. So I'm just gonna take this. I can actually just blur it out. Have some new videos coming up in here, which you are not supposed to see. So Spigot 1.12. As you can see, it has now been enabled down here, and you can press next. And then you need to click update, and it's just gonna update it. And then step 2 is to create the server, and now I've done that, so now you can press next, and my IP is gonna be here, which is also blurred for following reasons. And now you can see the test server right here. So I'm just gonna, as you can see, we can view settings again, and we can also go up into dashboard right here. And in the dashboard we can see how much CPU, how much RAM, and how much uptime it has, and how many players, which is or can, how many player slots is on. So I'm gonna boot up Minecraft real quick. Oh, that was spelled wrong. Like, not like that. Maybe like this. Oh yes. As you can see, the new update is coming soon. I'm gonna make a server tutorial for that when it gets out, like half an hour from its release, I hope. Unless it gets released like in the night or something. Don't really have time to do that. And just like that, we can move this up here so you can see both. And if I go onto multiplayer and then just direct connect, we can just do localhost and then the IP. But the IP are blurred out. You need to port forward that one. What have I done wrong? Oh, I think it's just localhost to be exact. When it's like on my PC. Maybe, no. Oh, it's not running yet. As you can see, me being an intellectual. Let's just wait for it. We can just go up here again. And in the console you can see there will 15 seconds to start up, and the server is outdated. You can update it with the toolbox, yeah. And you're just gonna press allow access, because otherwise it won't bypass your firewall on your PC, and it needs to do that. Otherwise you cannot get other people from other PCs from other houses, or your friend's house, for example. You cannot get them to join without enabling it in the firewall, which it will do automatically. So 28 seconds and it's done, and we can press play, and it will automatically log in. As you can see up here, you can actually follow like here, or this stuff, sorry. So LavaRushHD and then my internal IP. So what my IP is for the server. So this doesn't has nothing to do with anything at all. As you can see, we spawn in the jungle, and if I do, for example, game mode, as you can see, I cannot even tab it, but we could just type it and then game mode 1. Sorry, but you don't have permission to perform this command. And then if I go into my console here, I can OP and then the name, so lava, goddammit, LavaRushHD, and then enter, as you can see, opt LavaRushHD, and if I do the same command again, as you can see, I'm in creative. So this is actually the basic stuff. We will get into port forwarding now. So as you can see, I have a incognito browser over here, just so there's not a lot of the stuff like my login stuff, and you will see. As you can see up here, I have a saved stuff from my router, and I have a Netgear router, so the default is admin and password, I think. I just saved it so I don't have to type it all the time. From here you'll need to go into advanced settings, and then port forwarding and port triggering. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff going on here, and I actually have a Minecraft server running on my default. So yeah, actually this is only Minecraft stuff. We have 7 things. Some of them don't work, but as you can see here, when it's Netgear router, the router will automatically see, for example, that this is free. No, this is my server PC, which has that IP address, the internal IP address. But we can add a custom service, so we're gonna do that. And we're gonna call it test. And then down here we can what it's gonna range from. So this one is just gonna range from the port that we put in. And if you do the default port, you need to put it in as well, but you don't have to type it when you type the IP. You can just type the IP without the port if it's the default. And as you can see, it's gonna put in automatically down here, and you can just select which IP. And I know my PC is down here. I know it's the same name, but it's because we have 2 of the same types of computers, and this one is mine. So as you can see, test down here, and it will still work. So if I, for example, had a friend join from another place, he would be able to join because I have port forwarded, and I would give my IP, which you can find on search my IP. How funny, right? And my IP, myip.com, for example, and you can see what your own IP, and you can also see it in your router settings. But just make sure to give them the port as well if it's not 25565 as like the default. So that would be it for the tutorial, the port forwarding tutorial of this video. Let's get into the next. We will install some plugins, which we can actually just set up this. There's not much to set up in here, but like you can change some stuff in here, but it's not very important. You can, like, for example, change how much RAM you have in the server settings, but it doesn't matter. As you can see, I'm online, and you have 0 plugins installed. And if you click on it, you will get this folder, and you can see the only plugin there is in this the plugin metrics or something like that. Well, that's actually just for it to see what plugins you have, and it's because there's like a global static stuff, so you can actually see which plugin like you have, so or what many people use. So it's like has like numbers on it. It's goes with every spigot or bucket server you make, so it's automatic, you cannot remove it. And now I'm just gonna open a new thing here with my downloads as well. I will just search for, there's a lot of stuff in here you don't want to see as well, or you shouldn't see, because it's for new servers, or not new servers but new videos I'm gonna make. So I'm just gonna take essentials. I'm gonna leave a link. You can actually just find it there because it's much easier. So if we search essentials, which I'm spelled it wrong, I know, but if we go on to this one, essentials, and then go on to the Jengish link, I think. sure I said that wrong, which is not there. Oh, I can just press on it and I can find it. Well, it should be in here. So or maybe I'm just gonna get redirected. Or maybe it's because I spelled wrong, because it's obviously Essentials X, as you can see, direct game. And I will leave this link, this exact link, in the description, so you can download Essentials X, this one. That's the main build. You need spawn, Essentials X spawn, and then Essentials X chat to get suffixes and stuff like that. And you can get gyro IP and stuff, so you can see where people, which country they joined from. But I'm just gonna put all these into this one. So now you can also install a plugin called Plugman. So you just do, for example, Plugman load, and then whatever the plugin name is. And if you don't spell it like exactly like it, it will just find it anyway, because it's a very smart plugin. So you can load any plugin without even restarting your server. But for this, we're just gonna restart. So I'm just gonna stop it in here. And as you can see here, it's stopping down, and I can just start it up again. There is also, oh, sorry for all the noise in the background. You can do restart in here, but yeah, you know what? Forget that. I have already restarted. So as you can see, when the CPU goes up or the RAM goes up, you can join. Let's open again. As you can see now in the chat, it says you have no new mail, and set fly mode to enable for LavaRushHD. So Essentials is installed, and you can also do /pl to see what plugins you have on. I have only 3, and that's the Essentials, Essentials Spawn, and Essentials Chat. So I think that's it for this video, and I hope you enjoy. I know it has been a long video, and thanks if you have watched all the way to this point. It means a lot to me, and if you have, then go down and smash that like button and type in the comments, I watched till the end, because it means a lot, and you will get your comment will be marked with the heart thing, and I really appreciate that. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!